What is a product engineer? You want to understand what it is? You're not alone. There is a buzz in recruiting and startup circle these days. The idea of the fabled full-stack engineer, being able to dive deep into databases, back-end and front-end code, is starting to lose steam. The reality is that nobody can keep up with that model because everything is changing around so quickly. With the development of large language models, this is even truer today. Every day something new is being released, a new agent, a new OpenAI capacity, and now ChatGPT is starting to become multimodal, mixing images and text with DALL-E and even GPT-4. This is why startup founders and real builders are converging on the idea of hiring product engineers. People dedicated to making a product happen, being focused deeply on delivering features and delivering value to customers. The stack of a product engineer varies greatly, but there's a common trend. Let's focus for a moment on the stack of especially product engineers creating AI applications. We will separate it on 4 aspects: framework, hosting, database, and AI. On frameworks, a product engineer will focus on getting good production standards without having to spend days configuring their framework. The best example that comes to mind is obviously Next.js. Now comes hosting. Here, the focus is on a cloud provider that gets out of the way. You need the ability to host and deploy quickly. Furthermore, you will need a domain and the ability to scale really easily without having to manage your own servers. The natural fit for Next.js will be Vercel, but we can also think of platforms like Railway or Render or even Fly.io. These will be awesome for long-running servers. For a product engineer, they will care also about a hosting platform that lets them deploy quickly without needing a PhD in rocket science or to master 300 products like on AWS. As for a database, here the choice is vast, but a few things give product engineers star in their eyes. Platforms like Firebase or Supabase that come with a great UI, authentication built in, and that can be expanded with the use of function or their modules are a big time saver. They allow product engineers to deliver features faster. Next comes a topic that I think is still being shaped as we speak. AI is expanding the abilities of product engineers and allows them to create a bunch of new features. From using ChatGPT to code faster or tools like V0 from Vercel, which can code an entire UI component with a text prompt, product engineers are morphing slowly their abilities and expanding them with solid prompt engineering. They also consume APIs in their application, which enhances the feature with sprinkles of artificial intelligence. So let's recap what we learned so far. Product engineers are building a UI with Next, storing data in Supabase, while they are hosted on Vercel and using V0 to code faster. Obviously, these are just one example, but tools are only one thing. The real thing is happening in the mentality of a product engineer. Let's explore the process that they follow. The first step is that of prototyping. A product engineer will take the time to put on a quick prototype that can be used by people and which they can receive feedback on. If you're in a bigger company, this will take the look of an A/B test, where you build a small feature in isolation before building it for full production usage. In a startup, this means testing your ideas quickly and getting feedback before building a full product. The second step is having people use your product as fast as possible. The idea that something will be done in tech is a foolish one. Nothing is ever final in technology, and software is always changing. A product engineer will focus on iterating instead of chasing a non-reachable product goal. Lastly, the product engineer will be in a process of constant renewal. Once you have a user and have built features, focus on improvements, user satisfaction, and marketing your product. This is also something that distinguishes product engineers from regular employees. They are laser focused on customer satisfaction and are aware that sales and marketing are just as important in the company as actually building the product. After all this talk, you might be wondering, how can I become myself a product engineer? Here are 5 steps to become a product engineer focused on AI web products. First, you have to learn the basics of JavaScript. Something like 100 devs or the Admin project are great here. Secondly, you're going to move on to learning a good framework. I would recommend learning from Josh Como's Joy of React, which is, in my opinion, the single best course on the market so far. Then, move on to joining something like Build Space Nights and Weekends, which will focus you on having something to build. It will teach you the importance of shipping and showing your ideas to people. After this, you will need to keep informed about the tooling, but develop a critical eye on it. Don't jump on fads too quickly, but also don't shy away from learning new things. I will give you a list of all my sources I keep to stay informed. And lastly, keep products and keep showing them to people. This is a mentality that once you learn it, it will be invaluable to startups and greatly increase your income. Especially the more skills you get, the faster you're able to ship products, the more valuable you are to a company, or even starting your own company is within reach. I'll see you in the next one. Do let me know if you like these kind of videos that are more commentary. They are new to the channel, so if you liked it, please share it and like the video to tell me that you liked it.